Hello and welcome back to another vlog. Here we are with Nero Puppy on the couch. And apparently he's just heard something. What is it, my boy? Is there someone there? Is someone actually visiting us? Don't be foolish, puppy. No one ever visits us here. Mwah. We just got back from our morning walk. Nero Puppy's AM cardio. It wasn't really very intense. It was actually pretty much just a walk. As you can see, he's not really that tired. Generally, I tend to take him for a run in the morning instead of for a walk. And in the afternoon, we take our time and we lazily stroll down to the cliff paths and walk around and sniff everything. He does most of the sniffing. I don't sniff so much. But it was still quite nice. Hey, my boy, you like it, don't you? Yes. Yes, you do. Oh, thank you for the little kisses. Oh, it's very nice. Thank you very much. That's so thoughtful of you, hey? That is so thoughtful of you. He doesn't like when I do that. But it's my obligation as a daddy to embarrass him, especially on camera. Look. Oh, what a sulky face. You squished up so funny, boy. Look at that. That looks incredibly unnatural. That doesn't look comfortable at all. Wow. That's not graceful, my boy. Jeez Louise. So, as you can quite clearly see, or maybe not, actually, it is in fact No Shave November, or Movember. I'm not entirely sure if I want to commit 100% and like shave all of this off and then just leave the mustache, because that's a bit extreme. Tell you that right now, that's extreme. Especially on a face like mine, you really see it, okay? This stands out. It already stands out, that's the thing, because for some reason my hair doesn't grow here and here and here. You can see there are these little gaps, and I didn't shave, okay? I didn't sculpt it like this. This is just how it comes out naturally. And for someone like myself to do something like that, it's a big step. Even if it's just for a couple more days, because we're pretty much halfway through the month, and well, it's already like, it's getting a bit extreme right here. Okay, it's getting a bit extreme. And the funny thing is that the playthrough videos that I'm doing with the face cam on, there's not going to be any explanation for people watching it. So they're going to see me suddenly with this extreme facial hair, where for the first 40 episodes of said playthrough, I didn't have anything on my face. So it's going to be a little bit weird. And then suddenly, bam, one day it's just going to be gone. But I suppose they could check the dates that the videos were uploaded on, and then it would all make sense. But yeah, people don't generally do that. Anyway, so No Shave November. How many of you are participating? I actually saw that a lot of people didn't really know what it was, or they didn't participate in it. It's a cancer thing, yet again. People like raising awareness for cancer, and that's really good. Okay? So the nice thing is that if people ask about it, you tell them, then they know, and then they tell someone else, and then the word just spreads. And that's the good thing. That's what it's all about. So it's a little bit easier because, you know, your facial hair is right here. You can't have women grow out their facial hair for their breast cancer awareness. That's just not going to happen. I hope. I actually hope that's not going to happen one day. But, no, I'm just kidding, actually. I would love to see that. Okay, how weird would it be having women walking around with mustaches? Phew. That would be intense. That would flip my world upside down. Anyway. How many of you guys are actually doing this? And I'm saying, specifically, guys here, is this a worldwide thing? I mean, I know it's in South Africa. My Facebook exploded with it, like, at the start of November. Everyone asking, how can I get my mustache to grow out nice and thick for this November? I don't have any tips. I actually got a question on the Q&A about that, and man, I can't wait to answer that one. That's going to be good. Mainly because I got nothing like real concrete to say about that. Maybe I'll think up some homemade Lumin remedy. Yes, sounds good, doesn't it? I should ask you for tips, boy. You've got way too much hair. We brush him on a daily basis, and then this thick ball of hair comes out every single day. That's mainly because it's coming up to summer now, and it may not look like it outside. Okay, it's pretty cloudy out there, but don't let it deceive you. It's incredibly hot. But it is coming up to summer, and because of that, he's losing his winter coat. And man, does this guy have a winter coat. Phew. It's thick. It's really, really thick. And for those wondering, his skin problems are still present, but I would say they're getting better. It seems like the vet has a bit of a handle on it right now, and over time it's getting less and less and less, and she's apparently building up his immunity to it, and she's trying to solve it in a more permanent fashion than just some sort of little quick fix. So that's really good. I don't know why I'm really talking about that now. I'm sort of just giving you all the little updates that I can think of. And another update that I can think of is that I'm supposed to already have the channel update out. I actually mentioned in my Q&A that I was going to get that up, but now I'm having even more trouble with the webcam again. Mainly because I'm so terrible at Adobe Premiere, and for some reason Sony Vegas still doesn't allow you to import MP4s into the program. Only MP4s that you download from YouTube can be important. I suppose it has something to do with the codec, but I need to render my video in Adobe Premiere and then use that rendered video in Sony Vegas if I want to add any other editing to it. But the main thing is that my webcam, which is a Logitech C920 or something, it's pretty cool. It works incredibly well, especially for the face cam stuff. But that webcam, you're so angry, boy. Oh, he's so angry. He really is. But that webcam, it kind of records at different FPSs. Like, the FPS fluctuates a lot. So at one moment it'll be at 29.000, then it'll be at 29.970 where it should be, then it'll go up to 29.990 or something, and because of that, the syncing up is much more difficult. So when I want to sync my audio and video tracks together, which I record separately because the webcam program doesn't record the audio that well, when I want to sync them up, then it just doesn't work. I have to either shrink the video or stretch the video to make it fit properly, and that's such finicky work. And when you do that, you lose some quality on the video. You may not think so, but if you do stretch a video, then it gets this slightest blur on it, and that annoys me. That really annoys me. I like videos being crisp and clear. Anyway, regardless of that, I'm going to get the channel update video out soon, because once I get my webcam working properly, and I'm hoping I do soon, I wish I had something else to record footage with other than the Logitech webcam software. I just looked and looked and looked, and nothing else works. None of them work as well. None of them can set the FPS that you record at properly. What was it, boy? What did your preliminary scouting reveal? The premises is clear, Daddy. Initiate nap time. Yes, listen to that sigh. Man, tough life, isn't it? Tough life. It's nice, hey? Mwah. Oh, that's what he gets. That's what he gets for being a cute little puppy. So, that was totally on purpose, by the way. I rubbed him like that to irritate him. But that's what I do. That's what we do, okay? But anyway, regardless, everything I said you can just discard from your mind, forget it, because I will sort it out. You don't need to worry about it. And once that's done, channel update, then I've got another show that's coming up. I wanna call it a show, but at the same time, it's actually gonna be a series. It's gonna be a show and a series, actually. Who would have thunk it? It's gonna be really cool. Okay, it's gonna involve older stuff and newer stuff, and that's all I'm gonna say. It'll start with the A, the letter A. The show's name is gonna start with the letter A. That's all you're getting from me, my boy. Don't lick, hey? Oh, he's licking his paw. Never mind. He can lick his paw. He can lick his paw as much as he wants. So you can look forward to that, and then added to everything I just said, there are so many games coming out in November. I think tomorrow or the next day or something, Black Ops 2 comes out. I'm not even sure. I'm not particularly interested in Black Ops, and the main reason for that would probably be because it costs $60. That is a ton of money for a game. Even Assassin's Creed 3 and what's the other one that's coming out soon? Assassin's Creed 3 and Far Cry 3. Okay, those two cost $49, and it's only $10 less, but $10 is a reasonable amount less. Okay, and I feel that those games are actually going to have a little bit more to them than Black Ops 2. Sure, Black Ops 2 is going to have that continuous multiplayer thing, but I'm not sure how much I'd play that anyway. So I don't know. I just don't know. I'll have to see. The chances are slim that I get myself Black Ops, mainly because of the price. Maybe when it goes on special one day I'll get it. And I'll see after it releases what people say about the multiplayer. You know, I'll just see if they say it's really, really, really fun, if it's well worth playing, if it's the best thing that's ever existed, then I might consider getting it. But, you know, just that. But the fact that there are so many games coming out in the next couple of weeks just means that I'm going to get a lot more questions about, are you going to play this? Are you going to do a video series on this? You know, Far Cry is coming out. Are you going to be playing that on your channel? The chances are slim, because that probably won't run on my PC while recording. I really need to upgrade sometime soon, especially seeing that I'm doing this as my job now, and I actually need to be able to record properly at decent graphics settings without lag and stuff. I realize now that with PlanetSide 2 specifically, for some reason the game is just running much worse, and I'm struggling to actually record it properly at decent looking graphics. And I feel that the same thing may happen with things like Far Cry, or I'm not sure about Assassin's Creed. I think Assassin's Creed will run just fine, but I'm pretty sure it'll happen with Far Cry, because I tried the Crysis 3 beta out, the multiplayer beta, and oh my goodness. Without recording, I only got like 10 or 15 FPS, and that wasn't even on high graphics. Okay, so that game, that eats your PC up. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, with all these games coming out, I expect to get those questions, and I'm not going to tell you guys in this vlog right now what I'm going to be playing and what I'm not going to be playing, but feel free to tell me what you'd like to see most, because I am always open to listening to you guys. If it's going to be difficult for me to start one of these games up, like for instance Assassin's Creed, because I think that's the most requested game over the last couple of months. And it's funny because my Assassin's Creed Revelations series got a decent amount of views, not a ton of views, but a decent amount of views, and it was pretty fun. Okay, it wasn't a super long series. The game was a decent amount of fun. It was the first Assassin's Creed game that I had played properly, like I'd really played it, and I would say I did pretty much everything there was to do in the game, and it was cool. So because of that, I might consider playing Assassin's Creed 3 when it comes out, but there is just so much other stuff going on at the moment anyway, and I gotta keep in mind that Dishonored will be on the channel for a while, as will Skyrim be, and in the next couple of months, there are going to be even more big games. I'm thinking of maybe seeing how Dishonored goes, and if I get that done by February 2013, talking about 2013, the world might end in December. So why am I planning this far ahead? I don't know. I'm just an optimist. I don't see the world ending. Neither does he. Neither does he. You can't be so peaceful with impending doom approaching. So I'll just take Neuropuppy's word for this. World's not ending. I can plan for 2013. But February 2013, I think, is BioShock Infinite, and I'm pretty interested in that. Okay, the BioShock series is really interesting to me. Really, really, really cool. I can't wait, and I think I really would enjoy what they did with the game. I'm so sad that I missed the whole Fallout era, because I wasn't really recording videos or anything like that when Fallout was the in thing, popular, happening at the time, and I would probably really have enjoyed doing that, because Fallout is just my kind of game. I love wastelandy stuff, I love post-apocalyptic settings, anything like that just does it for me. So, Assassin's Creed 3 is coming out, Far Cry 3 is coming out, Black Ops, Infinite, what else is there? There's a ton more stuff. GTA 5 is coming out sometime in 2013, but I think the stuff coming out in 2013 I'll probably be able to do anyway, because I'll have finished other stuff by then. FTL is coming to an end soon, and I will be talking about it in the last episode that I do of FTL, whenever that goes up. I will be discussing that I might actually do a couple of episodes of XCOM. Now, that's going to be a bit different, and I did discuss it fully in the FTL episode. That should be going up soon. I didn't want to spoil it, but you guys must expect spoilers. Okay, I can't contain myself, I can't help myself, but it will be going up soon, and you'll hear all about my plans for maybe doing an XCOM series and making it more fun, involving the lot of you in it by using your nicknames, and maybe I can't say I'm gonna make my squad mates look like you, because that would be difficult. Oh, I'm about 5'6", I've got brown hair, I like to have a cape. I don't know what you call that. What do you call it in English? I just know it as a kafie, if you have like your hair up, you know. So you can't explain to me what you look like. I will just decide based on what your nicknames are, what you look like. But I was going to say that the way I'd play it is, I'd probably play it on Classic and Iron Man. So it's really difficult and you can't save and load. Or you can, it saves automatically, but you can't load. And then I'd make a list of nicknames of everyone that comments on the video. And then I'd use those nicknames as my squad mates. So it'll be really fun because you'd be able to see how long you survive. And I think that'll be so cool. So some of you might like die in the very first mission that you go on, but some might keep going. Some might keep progressing with me through the game. Some might become grizzled veterans, become my #1 sharpshooters or my best medics in the field. You know, it would be really fun to see how that goes. And then you can keep track of how well or how badly your character does. And then obviously when I get to the bottom of the list, I can just start at the top again or something like that. But I feel that'll make the XCOM games a lot more fun. Dopefish actually recommended this to me, and this way of doing it. He did it with his first XCOM series. It was XCOM UFO Defense. I'm not sure what it was, but one of the older XCOMs he played, and I watched it. It was a really cool series. And I didn't watch all of it, but I watched the first couple of videos. And those games, wow, they were terrifying. And then he had his stream viewers' names as the squad mates, and that was really fun. But I'll see about that. I'm actually babbling now, which I suppose is okay. But I don't think everyone wants to hear it. Hey, my puppy? I don't think everyone wants to hear it. No. So right now, I'm going to go shower because why not? I'm going to eat something, and then I'm going to work on the Guild Wars video that I'm busy with. It's going to be Halloween based, and it will be out today. I don't know if I want to say today because it might not be out today. I want it to be out today because I've got like 4 or 5 other Guild Wars videos that I'm working on that need to come out soon. And then within the next week or so, this Lost Shores event starts, and I want to make a ton of videos about that as well because it's going to be super interesting, and it's a one-time only event. So it'll probably be well worth seeing and well worth chronicling. So that's it. That is it. You can check back here soon for more. Hopefully very soon. Most importantly though, be sure to leave those comments about which games you'd like to see me play. I am probably going to ask for the same thing on the channel update, but I will just go ahead and assume that different people watch the different videos that I put up. So everyone is not going to watch this, and I feel that more people might watch the channel update because it's slightly more official. So I'll just ask here and there, and then I'll just put the results together and see what happens. But you can feel free to let me know what you'd like to see me play of the new games coming out. I feel as if I might have some space because I'm not doing a ton of World of Warcraft videos now, and the main reason is I haven't actually done one for a couple of weeks because I'm going to play here and there, on and off, but the main thing is that I'm trying to just get the other stuff that I'm doing right now slightly further and keep the people that are really like watching it and interested in it and stuff like that happy. So things like World of Warcraft, PlanetSide. I've got Path of Exile coming out over the next day or two, which is pretty fun. Wow, that game is starting to look so amazing. But as I said before, PlanetSide's giving some recording problems. The game just performed so terribly. And the funny thing is it's launching soon, isn't it? Very soon. Yet it's actually not looking really complete. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. But I'm going to work on that, and I might get an Amerish video out soon. That's the new PlanetSide continent. But all that said, I'm seeing what I can do, and I might think about adding another game soon, but it's probably going to be a single-player game that's not too difficult to record. And if it is something like Assassin's Creed, if everyone says Assassin's Creed is really well worth playing, then I'll try it. But I've heard some negative stuff about it. I've heard some positive stuff, so I can't really say just yet. Added to that, I won't be doing a face cam on Assassin's Creed as far as I know, so it'll be a bit easier for me to record and render. Wow. Such an angry guy. But that's it. Check back soon for more. Most importantly, all those things.